So, greetings, students. Today we will be dealing with the sequence representation. We'll be continuing with the sequence representation. In the last lecture, we have dealt with the sequence representation. Got all the voltages for your positive sequence, negative sequence, followed by your now we will be putting all those things together to form a matrix. Okay, so first we'll be writing the components what we have got. First, starting with the positive sequence, it is VA1, which is equal to EA minus Z1 IA1. So this is the component what we have got for the positive sequence. And next is about your negative sequence VA2, which is equal to minus Z2 IA2, and then followed by VA0, which is a zero sequence. It will be equal to minus Z0 IA0. Okay, so these are your sequence components. Now we have to put this in the matrix format. So you'll be getting matrix form. So in the matrix form, you'll be getting over here. You have to put your sequence components. So that is will be VA0, VA1, and followed by VA2. And this will be equal to, over here you have to first take this component, that is back EMF. So this is present only at the positive, so it will be 0, and then EA1 followed by 0, and after this your impedance component, it will be minus. So starting with the Z, over here it is Z0, right? So you have to take the minus everywhere, the minus is there, so minus is taken out common. So this becomes Z0, Z1 followed by Z2, and followed by zeros everywhere. So it is a diagonal matrix. And finally it will be with your current component, it will be IA0, IA1, and followed by IA2. So this is the representation of your symmetrical components for your synchronous machine in the matrix format. So this is the final matrix what we want to have. And next we will be moving towards the sequence representation of your transformer. So heading will be sequence impedance representation of a transmission line. First we'll be seeing about a transmission line in this lecture. So we'll be considering a three-phase transmission line. So the diagram for it goes like this. So this will be your A phase, followed by your B phase, and then followed by the C phase. So A, B, and then C. And this will be your reference of the neutral point. From your neutral point to your A, it will be BA, and from here to B, it will be BB, and from here to C, it will be BC. and the inductance or the impedance over here, it will be self-inductance xs, self-inductance xs, self-inductance xs. Also there exist mutual inductances, so this will be your mutual inductance xm across your AB, and across your BC it will be your xm, and across your AC also there exists mutual inductance, so this will be your xm. Okay, and at the receiving end will be VC dash, it will be VB dash, and this will be VA dash. And now the neutral current. So I have already told about this neutral current in case of the star connected. So what happens? Your neutral current is the summation of the current flowing through all the other phases. So your IN will be equal to IA plus IB plus IC. So this is the representation diagram. And from this we have to derive all the other sequence components, that is your positive, negative, and your 0. So here xs represents self reactance of each line, and xm refers to mutual reactance of any line pair, of any line pair, that is between two lines. Okay, and now for this we have to find your positive, negative, and then the zero sequence components you have to find. So for that at initial stage you have to apply your KVL, it is Kirchhoff's voltage law. So if you are applying KVL means the different, that is the increase in the voltage, the rise in the voltage, and the drop in the voltage you have to take as the difference. So here there will be the increase in voltage, and here there will be the drop in the voltage. So it will be VA minus of VA dash. So this will be equal to the in between elements, that is the flow, the loop. This will be equal to the elements in the loop. So at the for the A phase, the initially the loop will be starting with your self inductance, that is J xs into IA plus J xm into IB plus J xm into IC. So this is for your A phase, and coming with respect to your B phase, VB minus VB dash. So this will be equal to J xs, sorry, starting with IA, right? So it will be xm into IA plus J xs into IB plus J xm IC. So wherever the B coming, so it will be having the self inductance, and coming with respect to the C, so it will be VC minus VC dash. This will be equal to JXM IA plus JXM IB, and again it will be plus JXM, sorry, XS IC. So this is the thing what you will be getting. This is the thing what you will be getting, and now you have to convert this into a matrix format. You have to convert this into a matrix format. So I'll duplicate this so across the image you can see through it. And now representing in the matrix form, this becomes VA, VB, VC minus the, that is the rise in voltage minus the drop in voltage. So VA dash, VB dash, the impedance components J into starting with XS. This is a single component. These are a single component XS XM, XM and XS, and over here it will IA, IB, IC. So this is the thing that we have to get we'll be getting in after representing in the matrix format. Now what we'll be doing is we'll be converting this thing into converting this thing so we will be converting this thing into the sorry, I had some confusion issue over here. So I'll be again writing that matrix format. So the matrix format what you'll be getting is around VA, VB, VC minus VA dash, VB dash, VC dash. This will be equal to J into XS, XM, XM, and here it will be XM, XS, XM, will be XM, XM, XS, and this will be into your IA, IB, IC. So this is the matrix format what we have got, and now we have to change this in terms of the and this unsymmetrical part you have to change into the symmetrical part with the help of your A component. So in the generalized format, so VP minus VP dash will be equal to your impedance into your IP, and in the generalized format what we'll be doing is you have will be multiplying this to get multiplying the A component. So after multiplying the A component, this becomes a symmetrical component. So this will be Vs minus Vs dash. So this will be equal to Z A into Is, and it will be followed by, so you have to bring this A component over here. So to take the inverse, so Vs minus Vs dash is equal to A inverse Z AIS. So this is what we have to find. So this is the parameter what we have to find. So for that you have to initially find this A inverse ZA. So for finding the A inverse ZA, So what we will be getting is this A inverse Z A will be equal to 1 by 3. So the A component you have to put 1 A square, and this will be equal to 1 A square A followed by 1 1 1. So that is the inverse of the A into, will be getting J into XS, and then it will be J into XM, J into XM, and or it will be J into XM, J XS, J into XM, J into XM, J into XM, and it will be J into XS. So this will be into again your A component, that is 1 1 1, and then A square A1 followed by, it will be A square 1. So on solving this, you will be getting J into XS minus XM. So this will be XS minus XM, and over here it will be XS plus 2XM. So other things will be 0 0. So it is again a diagonal matrix, and so you have to put this value over here. You have to put this value over here to get the symmetrical part. So what happens is that after finding it, the symmetrical part becomes V1 V2 V0, that is your positive negative sequences, minus V1 dash V2 dash V0 dash, that is the rise in the voltage, drop in the voltage, will be equal to J into that matrix you have to put the XS XM. So this will be XS minus XM, and here it will be XS plus 2XM. So this will be 0 0 0 0, and now it will be I1 I2 I0. So this is the final equation. So from this you can represent this as a impedance, that as Z1 0 0, Z2 0, and Z 0 0. It will be 0 0, and over here it will be I1 I2 I0. So this is the final representation for your transmission line, and this you can write in the normal format as your Z1 to be equal to J into XS minus XM, and Z2 to be equal to J into XS minus XM, whereas your Z0 will be equal to J into XS plus 2XM. Okay, so this is the representation of the sequence representation of your transmission line. So this is how it just looks like. Okay, so that's it with this lecture, and in the next lecture we'll be dealing with the transformer. Thank you.